after hearing this story, and you think back to what the past 15 months, however long it's been, since the pandemic began, during that time span, I've really been hit with the line, don't take anything for granted. You just never know when it could get taken away. You never know what could happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Neither is the next day. You gotta live your life each day at the fullest. Holy smokes. How y'all doing again tonight, guys? This is the Club with the Man 1993. So I am going live here again tonight, briefly, because it's almost midnight, but usually I sleep a little bit longer on Fridays. I treat myself to breakfast on my way to work, so I'm going to go live here, then I'm going to get ready for bed. But, so, I saw, recently, when Keith Lee made his return to WWE on the night after, Money in the Bank at the Raw in Dallas, he had said here and there, even beforehand, that, he goes, someday I will explain what happened, but I'm going to keep fighting. And he even said recently, like a week or two, he said, I'm going to post a video or some sorts explaining the reason behind my absence from WWE for the past 5-6 months he was gone. And let me tell you guys something. I am relieved to hear the story from Keith Lee, but I'm also definitely stunned, startled, like, holy smokes. He could have not been telling us that story today. So, again, this is me literally just a few minutes ago hearing it myself and just praising God, blessed that this man is still alive. So, it all started back in January when Keith Lee was gone for 3 weeks around the Rumble. He got sick with the virus, and before he went on further in this video, he explained briefly to make something perfectly clear. Mia Yim, his real life fiance, who I believe he proposed to her around that time, real life fiance, well, now she's reckoning if she ever does come back, which I hope she does come back. And if she does, make her a freaking babyface. Get rid of that stupid retribution gimmick with as Reckoning. Make her Mia Yim again, because she deserves all the respect and all the praise. And this is also another story of showing two people who are truly in love with each other, and it's just beautiful. Like this, you think of like people like like these two. You compare it to like Brie Bella pushing Daniel Bryan to fight for your dreams. Remember that line Daniel Bryan said, which was the main gist of his return speech when he got cleared to wrestle in 2018. Fight for your dreams, and your dreams will fight for you. Keith Lee just didn't fight for his dreams. Keith Lee fought for his life. And Mia Yim loves this man enough that she sacrificed her own spot in the Women's Royal Rumble match to be there with Keith. Now, she got sick with the virus too, but because she loved the man. She loves the man, she cares about the man, and she was there to take care of her. And like he said also, had it not been for her, we don't know where we could have been today. He doesn't know where he could have been today. He could have been dead by now for all we know. And again, for months, when he keeps just tweeting, checking out, saying, I will tell you guys someday what's happening right now, I'm instantly thinking Brody Lee. Brody Lee, again, he kept his condition quiet. He kept his illness quiet. And no one really knew anything other than AEW executives and probably some close friends. Nobody knew anything until it was announced he was dead this past Christmas, which still just shocked the whole wrestling world. And once again, with that, the virus. My uncle's death last year, even though he had been sick for a while, but he was getting better. With him, with my cat, and several other people that have just within the year that I've known of that's gone so suddenly or been sick with some type of like a life-threatening illness or something like that. It just really shows you can't take life for granted. But definitely praise to Mia Yim, because Mia Yim got crap. A lot of people thought that Mia Yim was the one that got Keith Lee sick. That was not the case that happened at all. Mia Yim got sick because she was taking care of the man she loves. You can't hate a woman for doing that. So, Keith Lee also lost his spot in the Rumble match, but he had to take care of himself. That's the more important thing. Now, he was only around for one more match before his hiatus, and that was February 8th when he defeated Matt Riddle in a match, and he was originally supposed to be in a triple threat match for the United States Championship at Elimination Chamber. Him, Bobby Lashley, and Matt Riddle. And I think I heard rumors that he didn't address it in the video, but I've heard rumors I think Keith Lee actually was supposed to win that match and become the United States Champion. But not long after he had that match with Matt Riddle on Raw, he got a call saying there was something off on his blood work. And apparently, there was some type of inflammation in his heart. That's serious. Like anything involving the heart, you don't want to mess around with. He didn't really go into super duper details about any procedures or whatnot, other than the fact that he was getting MRIs as they were watching it, because basically he was being told that you can't really do anything except do a light walk, because basically if you put pressure on the heart at this point, you could just wake up one day, you could be dead. Keith Lee basically was told he could have died. And not just that, he battled death. He basically, as some people would say, Jerry the King Lawler did it. Several other people, we've heard stories about have Ric Flair, for crying out loud, who was in a coma a year and a half ago. These guys literally were up against death on their freaking deathbed, and they kicked out at 2, said, "Nope, I got more work to do." Because Keith Lee's condition was so wonky, and I think at times he said it got a little worse. But he actually came here to Pittsburgh, and the poor guy mentioned that he couldn't even fit inside the machines that they had to use to run the tests on him if he needed to. And when he came to Pittsburgh, that's when he was basically told that, the inflammation's going down to normal. And it got back to normal because he eventually started training again. And, him coming back to the Raw in Dallas after Money in the Bank was not guaranteed. From day one, from February 8th, him coming back to Dallas was not even guaranteed. Him being stepped back in the ring wasn't guaranteed. His own life was not guaranteed back then. And now that he's back, he goes, well, getting back into shape is a whole nother story. But just the fact that, he defeated death, he got back in the ring, he won, he's living each day by day. It's a miracle. What a story. What a story. A man who literally could have just given up, but when you got someone like his own fiance, Mia Yim, right by his side, taking care of him, you can't hate someone for that. How could you hate Keith Lee now? The booking of Keith Lee since coming to the main roster completely disgusts me. He was either not winning the match at all by constantly having his matches being interfered, that caused the DQ to protect him, but not even giving him a win does nothing for him either. And now his weird 50-50 booking with Karrion Kross since coming back also is weird as heck, but just the fact this man's even getting a chance to wrestle in the ring again is just unbelievable. Like I said again, he could have been another Brody Lee. He could have been dead, and we wouldn't have even known his condition until it happened. That could have been the case, and it would have been sad, indeed. I even feel a little emotional talking about this now. And the thing also too, again, Keith Lee, I didn't get to watch his 24 special. I think it's either a 24 or a Chronicle special yet on the WWE Network. I still would like to, at some point, well, I could maybe when I start cutting back on my weekly live reviews of, weekly shows I don't care too much about. But I still wanted to do reviews on those 24 and Chronicle specials. And seeing the previews I've seen for his for his 24 special, this man, even just to get to the opportunities he's gotten today, seemed to he have gotten through a lot. It just shows that even the person at its lowest of lows can still make it somehow and be a success. And that's exactly the story of Keith Lee. It's like, at this point, how could you even possibly make him a heel? How could you possibly want to boo this man? You know, when he returned at the Raw after Money in the Bank, I popped. And I said the other week in my stream where I basically said how this company just isn't for me anymore, basically, and that basically leads to my channel updates. Like, when Keith Lee came out, I popped. Because, again, I didn't know what was wrong with him, but by the tweet stuff he mentioned, I was definitely worried about him. Like I said, I could not help but think of Brody Lee. But, okay, he's back. He's healthy. You know, he's taking it day by day. Obviously, getting back in the shape is just the beginning. It's going to be a struggle, but, you know, he's doing whatever he's got to do. And I hope, as long as he stays in WWE, both him and Mia Yim, I hope they both get the respect they deserve. They're both great people. They both are just, you know, they're great for each other. They're inspirations. They're excellent talent in the ring and outside the ring. Don't you even think about trying to insult us with the booking of both these people. Because Keith Lee is getting an opportunity, a big opportunity, which is called another chance for life, since he basically, again, faced death and almost lost. It's just a miracle. I'm very happy for Keith Lee. And I do thank God that he got him through this. And he's given the second chance to continue his opportunity and live his dream. And he's able to do it with the woman he loves. The woman he met through the one thing he loves to do, and that is wrestling. I am, you know, just shocked that, you know, this was what actually happened. But I am blessed that Keith Lee is still alive and healthy and getting back in shape. And again, you book him right. Both him and Mia Yim could easily be champions. Would it be something if like WrestleMania next year or something like that? Both Lee and Yim both win the titles. That would be awesome. I mean, I know some people think that it should be. Honestly, I'd take Keith Lee versus either Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns. I mean, yes, I think him and Lashley have a good match. I mean, even though he lost to Lashley in his return match, I still thought, you know, even though he lost, he still, you know, seemed like he had something to give. But even him and Roman would be awesome. Again, going back to their history at Survivor Series 2019, either one of them, it would be an excellent victory, and, you know, a nice homecoming for Lee to win. And Mia Yim as well. Again, you forget, Mia Yim, for crying out loud, she was the Cedric Alexander of the Mae Young Classic, the last one they had. She was the one that fans were chanting for WWE to sign her. People chanted for Cedric Alexander to be signed. Triple H came out and acknowledged it. And Mia Yim got acknowledged by getting herself a contract as well. So yes, I am, you know, very touched, very moved by this experience for Keith Lee. If you haven't watched it yet, guys, make sure to watch it. The link is down below. It's only about a 6-minute video. He actually said he actually did one take of it. It was like 13 minutes, but he wanted to kind of, you know, trim it down, keep it simple, straight to the point, and he did. Again, Keith Lee is truly limitless, and I'm definitely happy to see him get this opportunity and basically be one of the few people in this world that could say, I beat death. That is just something. And that's going to be my brief thoughts on this. And again, I did tag Keith Lee and Mia Yim. I hope they see this. I hope they both, you know, get showered with love and, you know, welcomed with open arms and whatnot. They deserve it. Again, I feel bad that Mia was given crap back in January when they thought she was wanting to make Keith Lee sick. But, you know, I truly would love to just, you know, meet both of them and just, you know, just tell them how much of inspirations they are. That's what I try to do anytime I meet any of my heroes. Keith Lee, to me, I always like Keith Lee, but after hearing the story, I look at Keith Lee as a hero. Like, I'd really pick up my phone now. If there was a Keith Lee t-shirt, I'd buy it. I'd buy it because he deserves my respect. He deserves my support. I've loved his in-ring career so far. What I've seen, him getting the moment of being NXT North American Champion, him being NXT Champion at the same time. Yes, again, his booking at the main roster has not been that great, but I do pray he'll get the shot. If not, he'll go somewhere else and get the respect that he deserves, as it will happen. That's going to do it, guys. JR has said, but you know what match I wish we got? Kevin Owens and Keith Lee. That'd be a good match. Keith Lee and Kevin Owens. A big one for Lee, though? Him and Brock Lesnar. Keith Lee, Brock Lesnar. Keith Lee, Roman Reigns. Keith Lee, Bobby Lashley for the title, for the world title at a pay-per-view. Take my money and run. And that does it, guys. That's my live thoughts on Keith Lee's from January to January to now. No matter what content you do on your channel, I will still watch your show. Thank you, JR. I do appreciate that. But yes, I will be probably back up here live for a SmackDown review maybe tomorrow night. We'll see how I'm feeling. And then, like I said, next week, last week, for now, I'm going to do my normal, streams. And then the following week, unless if SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver, blow me away, I'm going to start cutting back on streams. Just give myself a little bit of a breather. Like I said, I hope it's not forever. Just right now, I think I need to kind of make the absence grow the heart fonder, basically, to give me that passion back for me to talk about those shows. Or if the shows just blatantly just get better. Who knows? But, yeah, I talked enough, guys. Thank you all for watching. Again, definitely check out this video. Give Keith Lee the support. Give Mia Yim support. They're both great people, and I'm just glad both of them are happy and they're both healthy. That's it, guys. Slap a like on the video. Please give this video a lot of likes. It deserves it. Subscribe for more content to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAir93. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Peace, everybody. And also, bask in our